I thought I would take this opportunity to give you a little bit of a primer on lambda expressions. Lambda expressions are somewhat new, although not overly new at this point, but they were a language feature that was not in the original .NET or C# versions. Lambda expressions allow you to create an anonymous function. The function doesn't have a name or a return type. It basically creates a delegate, and you'll often see this used with LINQ queries. It basically gives you a shorthand way of making an expression for the query, and that allows your code to be a bit clearer and more concise, as long as you understand what a lambda expression is. The format's really simple. You have parameters on the left side and an expression on the right side of an arrow operator. For example, we have our price parameter on the left side of an arrow operator, and the expression is the price greater than 100. So this is going to return a Boolean indicating whether our price is greater than 100. And we can use that within a LINQ query as part of a where clause. So down here, we have a decimal array of prices, and we're going to get our prices. And obviously that method will give us that decimal array. And then we're going to do a little bit of a query on those prices. So for each price in prices, we're going to say where the price is greater than 100. If the price is over 100, then we'll do something. That where clause is where our lambda expression is, taking an input parameter of price that we're getting from that for each statement and checking to see if that price is greater than 100. We have an array of products, and we want to be able to find all of the products where the price is greater than 100. So we pass in our parameter p, and as you can see, the variable name can be anything. It doesn't have to relate to what's outside of the braces. It's just a local variable for the lambda expression itself. So we have our input parameter p, and we're going to look on the variable p at its price property and compare that to 100. Now p is actually going to be a product type because it's taking the output of that products.findAll, and it's taking a look at each one of the products individually and comparing their price to 100. So this line will give us all of the products that have a price greater than 100, and those will be stored in our variable big tickets. So I can use this in conjunction with a where method or a findAll or a find and a number of other LINQ methods. I can also use lambda expressions as a delegate. So in the example, I'm creating a delegate called tax delegate, and it has a parameter product p. My tax delegate named add tax is going to be equal to the lambda expression where I take the product p and take its price and multiply it times 1.05. Essentially what I'm doing is adding a 5% sales tax to the product price. And the tax delegate is that lambda expression itself. So then I can call the add tax delegate, pass it in a product, and I will get the tax price for that product. So this is a reusable delegate, so I don't have to repeat the lambda expression time after time if I'm going to repeat this code. So I can just reuse the tax delegate as opposed to putting in the lambda expression for p.price times 1.05. Because as we know, tax rates change. We don't necessarily want to have to search for that tax rate throughout our code. So that's a little bit of a brief primer on lambda expressions. And I think you'll see them a lot, and I think you'll see them more and more as time goes by.